Are you listening?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Relax, be cool. You got Mrs. Hillbilly, Darc Raven. Hello. So today we got a fun little topic today. It's, do you practice MTG safely? It's kind of a sarcastic joke. Because there's a lot of negativity. I think we're building up to see how things are going, but you'll hear it when we get to the descriptor. But today's a good day, a wonderful day. I want to know how you guys are doing. Hillbilly, how are you doing today?
Hey, been better.
Yeah.
Had to use the restroom while I was streaming. I
Oh,
went to the restroom, came back, my dang on stream just quit working.
just stopped working correctly.
Yeah.
That sucks. It happens, but it just sucks. It's not
Other than
fun.
that, I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty good. How you doing, Muggin Fool?
I'm doing good.
Good. And you know what's also as good is you can find some cool, sweet swag at carnsutopia.com, like this carnsutopia.com. And you can find dice bags like this, or like the one Hillbilly showing on his little screen right there, $45 plus $5 shipped. Or until Valentine's Day, you get the sweet lined vinyl dice bag for $60, $15 less than the original asking price. And then get this for your sweet Valentine's Day. And you're looking for something small, go get a lapel pin. That salty one's the coolest. That dragon on a D20 pretty sick. They're all really neat. Looking between $5 to $8 for those. Those are cool. And you can find those all at carnsutopia.com alongside with these cool little paintings that I about forgot about. Sorry. But the cool little paintings. If you want to decorate your house with some cool D20 swag, carnsutopia.com. .com. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. I think it's awesome. James Willis, what's up? Good morning, coffee people. Yes.
I ain't got no coffee this morning.
Oh, what's that on? You guys out of coffee?
No. The wife had to go do something. And,
Oh, my wife had to do something.
And,
Responsibilities. What's that? Responsibilities. Not quite yet.
I did have one cup of coffee this morning when I woke up.
Whoop. One cup.
I haven't had my second cup yet.
Be right back. I'm being called.
All right. Well, coffee's the life force of the world. It gets us moving. It's amazing. It gets magic moving. A magical moment. I believe. You got hot chocolate. Well, Darc Raven, there's a trick. See, I make hot coffee and I add a cocoa packet to it, and I got hot chocolate cocoa coffee.
That is good. I've tried that before. It's pretty good.
It is pretty good. I love it. I want it. I want some more of it. Woohoo! Hot cocoa is pretty good though. Especially when you like if you get hot milk, like you heat up some milk, add a little bit of water, mix your hot cocoa mix in there and froth it a little. It's so delicious.
I'm back.
He's back. You're like, weird. I am too weird and unusual. Strange and unusual.
What's the definition of weird?
HIB. No, I'm kidding. So the topic of today is coming up, but first we a little segment. What's the first segment of the day, Hillbilly?
That would be the
Card of the day. Combo breaker. Good reference to an old game back in the day.
Killer Instinct, if you ever played that. Couldn't make the exact sound I wanted without getting copyrighted.
Right.
But part of the day was brought to us by Mugenful, who was like, "This is a cool card." And when I looked at it, I'm like, "I own one copy of this card, and I love this card in my enchantment deck."
Yeah. This is my enchantment deck in Arena, and it's pretty good.
Who do you run as your commander?
Yep.
It's a standard deck.
Oh, standard deck. All right.
Okay, sorry about that. Should have.
You're good. This is we're used to Commander being the main format people talk about. No, that's good. Standards are fine. And having multiple copies of this. You know how expensive this card is at the moment? It's almost like a $20 card.
Dang.
It's very useful though.
Oh yeah, I mean it's powerhouse. Hey Billy, want to read off the card for us?
Sure. Hall Hunting for 4, 2 and 2 whites. Enchantment. As long as you control 7 or more enchantments, creatures you control have flying and vigilance.
Mhm.
Here you cast an enchantment spell, create a white spirit creature, white spirit cleric creature token. With this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of spirits you control. Works great in the spirit deck, along with enchantments.
Yes, it works good in spirits. It works good in enchantments. My enchantment deck is technically an angel deck, but I still run this card because it runs enchantments like crazy. You played against it. It's an annoying deck.
Yeah, it is.
No getting around that. It's pretty solid. Namaste, Darc Raven. Namaste. This is one of my favorite cards to come out of the Innistrad Vow block. I liked it, loved it, wanted it. I got it when it's like a $7 card. Now it's like $20 ish. I could be wrong on the price, but it's definitely cost more than what I paid for it. So that's pretty good. And that's because this card is an all-star in a couple different formats. It's multi-format good, so it's going to see that play. And I love it because this card is reminiscent of Sigil the Empty Throne, which is a 5-mana enchantment that makes 4/4 angels when you cast an enchantment. But this is a little bit better because if you control, because it gives your creatures have the ability to have flying and vigilance. So if you control 7 or more enchantments, which in Commander is not hard to do if you're running an enchantment deck, and it's not hard to do if you're running a deck just all about enchantments. In fact, one of my favorite cards to ever come out from Ravens for enchantments was Ethereal Armor. Hells yeah. And that, my friends, has been the card of the day. Moving to the picture of the day, which we got 2 pictures because one AI generated and it just turned out funny, so I had to share it. The prompt was a turtle, a tortoise surrounded by the Avengers, and I just came up with this weird image.
Look at all the Captain Americas.
Right? Just like how many Captain Americas are there in the Avengers?
Really?
But the coffee picture of the day I found came off Facebook was good grief. It's only Wednesday. Yep, this is a good image. A donut, coffee, and a poor, sad man. That's kind of Wednesday. Like, I wish the rest of the week was over if you have the weekend off.
It's actually Charlie Brown.
Yes, it's a little peanuts.
Yeah.
I said peanuts, just to be clear.
Yeah.
All right, that was the picture of the day. So the topic of the day is, do you practice MTG safely? And I was kind of being sarcastic when I wrote this. It says, do you practice Magic the Gathering safely? Do you collect the cards you want, the sets you want? Do you buy the product you want? Is Wizards of the Coast putting too much pressure on you to buy their product with this built-in loot box system or gambling aspect to their packs? Do you feel that you have control? Do you feel that you can handle your collection responsibly? Some people make a business out of their hobby. Some people make pool games for fun. Does this profiting margin of MTG lure you into buying more packs? Can you quit now? Can you quit when you want to? Joking aside, what are your future plans with Magic the Gathering? You know, because I think it's interesting. Oh my lord, yeah, James. But Wednesday means there's another SFT show at 4:30 p.m. That's CST and at 8 p.m. Woohoo! Yeah. So, like, I think it's a good time to think about the future of Magic the Gathering and our future in general, like individually, like collectively. You can just always join the show and talk about Magic the Gathering, be like, that's the future, but like collectively, it's different from individually, because individually we all have different feelings and thoughts about Magic the Gathering, and like it's crazy because like I have this whole box of decks right here. This red thing you see here, the lid, the chest, right? The lid, and half of this is filled with decks, and half of it is filled with junk, like cards, binders, whatnot. It's to keep my collection looking nice, even though the cats have clawed the box pretty well. But it's a Jurassic Park little kids toy box what we got for cheap off Amazon. But in the future of Magic, what I'm getting to is like I want to know what you guys have planned in the future. Do you plan on making a business? Do you guys have plans with your collection? What is your end goal here? Or if you don't have an end goal, not right now is a good time to kind of come up with an end goal. Hillbilly, what do you think? What's on your mind?
Well, I just I'm just collecting the game pieces to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
My main concern is having fun. Other than that, that's all I got.
Right. Well, I think an interesting aspect that's good for the game. Sorry, if I don't have this blanket up here, cats will claw my chair. Interesting game pieces. Interesting about having game pieces and collecting packs and opening packs or getting more collections is the trading aspect, which seems to be almost dead. Like not many people trade with anybody anymore.
Nope.
Hillbilly and I traded. Prime 406 and I are in the middle of a trade. Like I sent him all his pieces. I'm just waiting on one more piece to be sent out. Trading is kind of rough and tough, but like Magic the Gathering seems to have become less of a trade game.
Yeah,
Except
more of a collecting a CCG now than a TCG.
right. It's
If you
become more
more
of a collector's game than a trading game, which is
exactly,
sad.
exactly what I mean.
I know James Willis in chat loves trading and loves collecting, loves moving cards in and out because his collection is like to him. He has his personal favorites like Duh. Duh is one of his favorite cards. It's a unhinged card. But he has a couple of things like that he collects, and he likes collecting different things. But he likes to move product around when he can. He'll trade for stuff he wants, trade stuff he has, whatnot. We've talked about it before. Like, I wish I had the collection that good. And every time I get a good piece to trade, it usually gets traded off for something important or something different. Like, I pulled off a foil etched jeweled lotus, which was worth money, and some other good cards one day. And I was trying to trade them, but I ended up trading it to a store to get a Pro controller for my Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
And which ended up being one of the best investments for the channel because I do play. Right now, I'm in the middle of playing Metroid Prime on Wednesdays and Fridays.
nice.
But one thing I wish people would stop thinking about is the monetary value you get with cards, but thinking about the trade investment you can get with cards because one card can bring you to another. Like I like the one issue with the cheap accessible cards that Wizards has right now that's in the market. The cheap accessible 50-cent cards, it's hard to move those cards, hard to trade those cards. But when you get a money card, it's hard to trade for those cards because a lot of times most people want the cheap cards. They don't add up to the expensive cards. And shipping is a different beast.
That is.
What's up?
So that it is. Shipping is definitely a different beast.
Yep.
Right.
But yeah, since I've only been to the local game store and gotten only like a one draft card set of cards that I did through draft. I haven't bought much Magic the Gathering stuff, but I still like opening packs in that Magic the Gathering Forge game.
Right.
Because you get like if you defeat an enemy, You get a card pack and you still open up all those cards and you still get the excitement of seeing what you get, you know?
Right. Oh yeah, that's always fun. Like when you can do that. James Willis says trading Magic cards for items is always a bonus trade situation. True fact. James Willis has traded Magic product and other geeky product assortment because he used to sell in the trade market, and he actually traded product for a car.
Oh, gee.
At one time, that was a long time ago, but it was pretty cool.
It must have been something really good to trade some kind of old set booster or something.
Investment collectibles. I love cross trading products. That's always an interesting thing. If some like cross trading, like when you trade one thing for another type of thing, it's fun. Like that's one thing I miss about Magic the Gathering is having the ability to cross trade like that. Because like going to the store, like video games, etc., is a video game store that sells Magic product, and they'll trade Magic product for currency, but to say, and that's how I got the game controller, the Pro controller. You know, but like varying on some cards, they'll give you less money than what the average trade value is for some cards or whatnot. Right. But like with the value of Magic, and one of the weak systems of Magic is you never know how long a card will be worth the price it's going for based off the reprint list, the reprint sets, the reprinting all together.
That's
My
why
O-
Go ahead.
My OGS gives you 40% store credit, or
Dang good.
that's well they'll do that, and that also give you less money if you just want cash.
Mm.
So it's more valuable to get the store credit.
Okay.
A 40% is a pretty good margin. Like when I traded my controller, I got like 2/3 of 40% because they looked up the TCG trade market and gave me less than the trade market value. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's
Risky
something.
sometimes, yes, but always fun. Oh, it's always fun. I mean, investable collectors likes to collect rocks, like fancy rocks, diamonds, jewels of different types. Like that's why he's investable collectibles. He used to be a Magic channel, but for MTG Mythic Hunter, but he changed his name to investable collectibles because he collects different things. Like, sorry, I just got a message. I don't think Paz knows I'm live. Oh man, that's funny. But the fact is there's a really good trade market out there. Like one of the best places to trade Magic product for other things that I wish I had my dirty little hands on to be available was flea markets and what the other word for flea markets?
Swap shop.
Swap meets.
Yeah.
Swap meets. Yeah, flea markets and swap meets because people love trading for value in those and getting good deals. And I miss that aspect. And where I live here in Cedar Rapids, we don't have a good swap meet. And the first time we had a swap meet place, there's another word, third word, I guess, that I'm trying to think of that's not coming to brain. But like we had a small swap meet built set up for a bit by a shop that didn't last long. They rented out parking spaces in a parking lot, and people were doing it, and people were overcharging and not doing good deals there. I mean, the best thing we got out of there was some jams made by people, like homemade farmer jam, like jellies and stuff, and a couple things like that. But the cheapest item I got there was a pack of Liliana sleeves, like the cheap, crappy kind, for $1 out of a crate of a pallet box, like a pallet, because there were someone who was selling crap was selling pallets they bought to flip online, and the stuff they weren't selling they were trying to flip at a swap meet. And out of this big box, this big pallet, I found one pack of Liliana sleeves, and I looked for more, and he was asking $1 for it. So I'm like, if I can find more, I'll get more. But I couldn't find more, but if I did, I would have grabbed them because they're good for sleeving up like tokens or other cards or other things for different uses. Like putting your commander in a cheap sleeve is fine because you're not shuffling it. You know, like Hillbilly. like has his sleeves. Like his sleeves are turn up. But if you wanted, like, if you got new sleeves for his commander, you could put one of those a good sleeve or one of those crap sleeves on his commander and use it because he doesn't shuffle his commander into his deck. He's like, I already got it sleeved.
You always sleeve my commander in a different color.
Right. It's better that way.
Yep.
But yeah. But for the future investment of the channel or future investment in Magic the Gathering, I think it's always fun to have a goal. Like my goal, other than to play my decks as much as possible, one of my goals for today is to, not today, but for my collection is to one day flip it for a good price when I get a certain age and I no longer have Magic Gathering if my kids don't want it. My kid doesn't want it. So because I want to build a fun collection of decks, power levels. Like for me, Magic the Gathering is about me and what I love to do with it. But I usually want to, I want other people to enjoy what I have when the time comes.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop. You're looking so excited over there, Billy.
Just relaxing.
Relaxing.
Yeah.
Why are you relaxing? This is a high stakes presentation.
I've had a bad night.
Your job is reliant on this interview.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I don't pay him. I don't have money to pay him. Man,
Yeah, it's because you're paying me, law.
Yeah, if I had money to pay people, I'd be paying people. But no,
Just messing.
like my sponsorships don't pay me in cash at all.
I know, I'm just messing.
No, you're good.
That's mine.
But like it's fun. Like I'm in the conversations for a third sponsor for the show for the segment.
Cool.
Ooh,
Sounds good.
yeah. Like it's becoming a thing.
Nice.
Yeah, but the sponsor for the show is someone who already exists in my life and pretty much pays for everything. So I just got to talk to them about it. The wife. She has a YouTube channel, Riblets Gaming.
Yep.
And I'm going to talk to her about being a sponsor of the Card of the Day segment. So, because come on, without her, we wouldn't have this daily show going on.
That's true.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's how it goes. And I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier, but I will talk to her about it because I think the growth of the channel is what's important, and I'm getting pretty much because what I want to get to is the point where I can start selling merch.
Cool.
Or find a way to do merch. But first, we got to get through that auction, which today is Wednesday. In which we'll be talking more about the auction today at 4:30 p.m.
Nice.
Yeah.
yep.
So do you guys like Mugen is always in different TCGs throughout different TCGs.
Yeah.
Do you collect your product in a certain way when you like buy packs, buy decks, build decks?
I mostly just play them digital, like One Arena or any of the other clients they have.
Mm.
I mostly play them on digital format. So, except maybe Magic. I'll go to the draft room for Magic every now and then.
All right.
But other than Magic, I just do digital formats.
Yeah, well, like growing up on the cardboard, I love the cardboard. I love the fact that owning a card means I can do something with it later if I don't want it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that. Yeah.
Well, it's because it's like returns.
True.
The card goes down in value. It's like you're playing with the card, and its values down because it's been used, or if the card goes up, you've won the lottery there, and the card's worth more, so you can get another card in its range that you want. The trading aspect of the game is what really makes the game big. The arena aspect of Magic, you can't make your money back. Not really. I mean, you can get stuff, you get more stuff on an arena, but there's no physical product. You can't trade your cards in arena for other products. You know, even people on Magic the Gathering online can trade their cards for hardcore cash. So if they need to get some food or get another real life game piece or something, they can.
Yeah, the same with Magic Online. You also got to spend money to get a pack, more cards and stuff.
Right.
So
There's actual monetary value on Magic Online, which is a lot. Like you have to pay for the service, monthly service, but it definitely can give back to you.
Actually, you just buy it once and you got it, but you still got to buy for more, pay for more like new cards and stuff. So
right. Isn't that right, Hillbilly? This isn't that right? Yeah, just say yeah.
Yep.
Funny. I mean, does anybody in chat have any future endeavors with their collection, or do they have future goals to reach or things they want to do? That'd be interesting to know. There's a few of you out there. That'd be interesting to know what you think about your own collection, if you have future plans. Because I was watching one day, I was watching this guy talk about it, like investing in cards, and I guess his goal is to invest in cards that won't lose him money but maintain his monetary value. And my brain was having a hard time, but why do you care? Like if it loses monetary value, if you love the card or not. But like he just doesn't want to lose monetary value. But like I'm like, are you gonna flip these cards in the future, or are you gonna try to like make money off it? Is this like a business venture? He's like, no, just try not to lose money. I'm like, it's a different way to think about trying to collect from collectible card games. Which in my brain's thinking, man, if I had the money that some of these people have to buy some of the cards they do to maintain value, I could think of decks I'd want to build or different cards to buy. So I'm in the habit that if I get like say like $30 to spend on Card Kingdom, instead of buying like one $30 card, my brain wants to go in and buy all the game pieces to start building a deck for a deck type, and hopefully the commander too. Like get the commander, get some cards, then try building up the rest of the deck as I go, trading, so on and so forth.
Yep.
Yeah. Because Hillbilly is all about deck playing too.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh, I do plan on trying to invest in the Final Fantasy set that comes out next year. We'll try to invest in that. I mean,
Final Fantasy set will be interesting to see. I hope to bring up the leveling mechanic back for that set.
That would be interesting for that set, indeed.
Right?
Yeah, it would.
You know, because like the leveling up mechanic plus, I think it would be the most Pokemon. I could be wrong, but I think it'd be the most Pokemon-esque set that we've had in Magic the Gathering, because the monster summoning, if they do that, like they summon monsters. Like I wonder how they will summon monsters, because what if there's just when this creature attacks, put a monster mana value X or less from your hand on the battlefield, or search your library for a monster value X or less put on the battlefield. I don't know. It seems kind of broken, but I wonder how they're going to handle the set.
There
Could be another discoverability.
Ooh, that'd be good. One card I want to get from that for myself, and I might get single and see what it does, and then I might make a commander deck around it. But it's gonna be one of the villains from the Final Fantasy series.
Sephiroth?
Nope, Kefka from 6.
Oh, nice.
I like that Max Clown. I mean, Sephiroth didn't really destroy the full world and kill a lot of people, but Kefka did. He destroyed the world and became a god-like figure.
Right, but he was a good villain in Kingdom Hearts too.
Yeah, that's true. Both of them were very good villains, and they were both very good games to follow up each other in the series.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you know what? I bet in that Kingdom Hearts and the Final Fantasy set, you'll get some dice mechanics possibly. And that reminds me that if you need dice collected for the game, you can go to cardsartopia.com. Get a sweet dice bag like this super fast tourist dice bag, $45, $5 shipped, or this vinyl line dice bag, $60, $15 off the original price for Valentine's Day. Offer good till Valentine's Day. Then you can get lapel pins if you're looking for lapel pins, swaggy looking paintings like this D20 wall art right here, or this sunflower art. It's going to be chill. It's going to be fun. Check it out. All at cardsartopia.com. Boom. Yep. Hillbilly's dice bag. Whoop, whoop. You can get one of those. Yeah, so
I enjoy collecting cards, not for the value, for the ability to make new decks.
Yeah.
I love making the new decks or upgrading existing decks.
Yep.
Like if anybody knows, James Willis knows I love updating my decks and upgrading them and getting cards. Like sometimes upgrading a deck is getting an old card. Like one of my decks, got upgraded because I got a Mana Flare from James Willis, putting it in my Eldrazi deck, and I found other cards like it too to put in there. Like James Willis knows I love my deck building. I love cube building too. Now cube is interesting if you have more players. When I first built my cube, we actually had a good game group to play, but now we have 4 people, like 3 people who play my cube, so it's rough to play a game. But drafting is one of my favorite formats. That's what a cube customized draft format.
Yeah.
And it's all James Willis' fault. Just blame James.
Yep.
James Willis has helped the channel a lot. Helped it because like one thing I love is mail days, and he's helped me with a bunch of mail days. Whoop whoop.
Yep. It's good. I'm glad we're building our community together.
Yeah, the community is growing. We're trying to be positive vibes, trying to think of things a little bit differently in a positive light. Because some of the content out there is not so positive.
Yeah.
I think there's being a turn, though. People are starting to get more positive about things.
Yeah, especially in the Magic Sphere.
Yep.
Which is good. I usually try to get in like the Magic or any other game to get away from negativity, you know?
Right.
Try to be positive all the time. That's all we can do, for real.
Oh no, James Willis, hold on. You have to start the show over. I missed at least 20 minutes because my internet is acting all crappy. Oh no, James, I'm so sorry. I wish I could go back in time 20 minutes to start over again.
I wondered why you stopped talking for a while in chat. Thought an alligator got you.
Yeah, like his internet sometimes craps out on him really bad. It's happened to a couple times where like he had to restart his computer and everything and redo the modem.
Jeez.
Like he lives in the same state as I do. So I understand the issues because even that sometimes my internet craps out. I don't know if it's a state or weather issue, but
I know me and Hillbilly are in the same time zone at least.
we're all in the same time zone here.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Yep.
Neat.
We're all central.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Like Hillbilly and I are in the same time zone.
And so am I.
And if you and Hellbilly are in the same time zone, that means I and you are in the same time zone.
Neat.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Stupid MediaCom. That's right.
So I looked up my local games store and all the formats they do. On Wednesday they do a 50 budget day. You gotta have cards within a $50 budget.
Yeah.
And Thursday they do competitive commander.
Mm-hmm.
Friday is the pre-con day I keep mentioning. Saturday is draft day.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday is Oathbreaker day.
Oathbreaker, I forgot that was a format. But I remember what it is, but
Yeah. So
If
those
you
are
want a planeswalker as a commander, that's the way to do it.
Yep.
Have a planeswalker, have a sorcery next to it, which my planeswalker would be Soren Markov with Damnation as a sorcery.
yeah.
Board wipe, make my opponent lose life down to 10 life. Attack with a couple creatures to lose that 10 life. Life drain, life drain. Yeah, busted.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I know Oathbreaker is a pretty aggressive format. I've seen some decks. I just forgot. It's been a while since I heard of Oathbreaker.
Yeah, me too. I've never heard of Oathbreaker.
So it's like a 60 card variant of Commander, and your Commander is a Planeswalker. Then you get like a sorcery or an instant that you can use as like a spellbook card. So it runs as a Commander, and once you cast it, it goes in your graveyard. You know, the sorcery or the instant. The Commander works as your Commander, where it always costs 2 more to cast.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a local store that just opened up recently, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Or I haven't seen them in any information to like check the event checker, and last time I checked it, they weren't there. So
No, I'm gonna need to get on SFT's upcoming card auction because there are cards I need for my new Doretti Commander deck. That'd be funny if you actually got on to that, James Willis, because I know the person who gave me those cards for the auction. Oh man. See. But the card auction will be awesome. But thinking of card auctions, things, we got our next segment of the day. Hey Billy, what's the next segment of the day?
That would actually be the
The deck of the day is brought to you by Red Cub Leather. High quality leather deck boxes and merchandise. Customizable options are available. The link is in the description box below.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change.
Thinking of enchantment decks. Today I picked Esther the Mask as the commander of the day. Commander. This is not my deck. My deck is a lot different than this, but I chose this because it's an interesting build. Esther the Mask costs a generic green, white, blue, 3 loyalty. The legendary Planeswalker can be your commander. +2 each, untap each permanent you control that's enchanted. -1, choose create a aura enchantment token named Mask, and that token has totem armor. -7, you get to replenish your graveyard. This deck comes with Oath Its Fairy for a blink effect. Astrid Invocation is a copy effect that can blink itself. But this deck comes with draw, pretty much a lot of draw. I got Brainstorm, Calyx Destiny's Hand, which is a good planeswalker for the enchantment deck. Cold-Eyed Selkie, deals damage, draws cards. Dictated Crewfix, Enchantress's Presence, Group's Uprising, Castria the Cultivator, Myth Unbound, Ristic Study. Oh, I'd love a Ristic Study. Righteous Authority, Sage's Reverie, Setessan Champion, Snake Umbra, and then Tavessa the Sunlit as some good enchantments for drawing. Finishers, you got Finest Hour, which is pretty solid. Got Heavenly Blade Master, which is amazing. You got Hydra Omnivore. You got these are lands. We're not going to worry about the lands, except that there's a Heliod's Generosity in this land section. That's pretty good. Protection, you got Il Umbra. You got Gosmer Claim. That's a weird name. You got Leyline of Anticipation, which is fine. You got Loyal Unicorn, Octopus Umbra, Privileged Position, Sphere of Safety, Spider Umbra, or a Gnarlid, which is pretty good. Battle Mastery, which is fine. I'll draw the Conscription, Epic Proportions, Face of Divinity, Nalia's Colossus. For some ramp, you got Rick Nissy's Alice Slumber, pretty solid card. You got Bear Umbra, Bounty of Luxa, Dawn's Reflection, Fertile Ground, Herald of the Pantheon, Overgrowth. See, enchantments like this that enchant your lands are good because with Astrid's ability, you can tap your lands and gain more lands on your turn. Smothering Tithe, Soul Ring. So you can even enchant Soul Ring with those mass tokens. Thought Vessel, Unbridled growth, urban burgeoning, urban utopia, wild growth, and wilderness reclamation. With solid cards included. You got some removal. You got Bant Charm, which is a classic card. Broker's Charm, which is pretty good. You got Counterspell. You got Dismantling Blow, Endless Detour, Mana Tithe, Martial Coup, good board wipe, good token generator. You got Perplexing Chimera. You got Phyrexian Rebirth, and Winds of Wrath. Pretty solid, pretty amazing. You got Open the Armory for a tutor. Sigil the Empty Throne to make 4/4 angels off of your enchantments. Green Light Alabaster, which is just mean and disgusting for this deck. You got Creeping Renaissance. You got Silent Sentinel, Starfield and Nyx for enchantment bounces. And that, my friends, has been the deck of the day.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Like, I love enchantment decks. That was a pretty good build. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I need the Stasis Orb. Stasis Orb. That's kind of funny. That's cool.
Yep.
Oh, man. Get a little stretch in. Yeah.
Facebook business page.
Feel good. Feel good. Has a good deck. I just found that deck in architect.com because I love enchantments, and I haven't uploaded my enchantment deck yet, but I will. Cool. My 5-color dinosaurs need to be upgraded. Coffee's so good. Coffee's so good. And then you go here. Type in that. Bloop, 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 bloop. But, one thing I was curious about is the prices of cards going up. And that makes me think of the next segment of the day, Hillbilly. Movers and Shakers.
Movers and Shakers.
What?
Agatha's old Cadre is going up 1%, 46.46. Just chilling there, not a big movement. Death Clock delayed 21.02 plus 2%. Just really chilling. Shield of the Apocalypse up to 94.75. 0% movement. Why is that even there if it's 0%? That's not really movement. Temporary Lockdown plus 10%. That's a good gain at 377. Why are you showing? There you go. Temporary Lockdown. Look at how awesome that is. Then plus 5%, you got Brotherhood's End, just chilling there at 590. Top 5 cards going down in standard. You got down 3% at $40, Presagio Endures. See, this card's really powerful, very powerful because it's good in different formats, and it's very powerful in all those formats. Down 13%, March of the Swirling Mist, just chilling at 560. This card is doing good, and it's going to do what it needs to do. Down 2%. Mondrak Glory Dominus at $40. Whoop whoop. Mondrak Glory Dominus. Edgar Charm Groom down $4.50 and down 9%. Whoa.
It's a card I need.
Yep. Down 6%, $4.52. You got Jace, the Perfected Mind, but I think that's particular image version is what's that cost going down. And talking about cards going up in modern. We got plus 8% at 58.74. We got Phenomenal School at Water's Edge. Woo. $50, $60 ish. Plus 5%, $35. You got Sword of Feast of Famine just chilling up there. First Sliver at $43 plus 3%. First Sliver doing pretty good. 11%, 12 to 28. You got Lurking Predators doing pretty good. This card is pretty good. It does well and means well. Plus 6%, 22.21. Shizo Death Storehouse being amazing. And this card I love, 7% increase at 15.35. City of Brass being amazing. Top 5 cards going down. Yeah, down 4%. You got Urza Saga chilling at $40 even. Arcbound Ravager $20 even, down 6%. Greater Good at $17.96, down 5%. Whoop. Down 2%. You got Sliver Legion at $46.08. That's a pretty good price. Down 3%, $28.99. Magus of the Moon. And a big drop down 50%, $4.27. You got still. It's a good card. It's a good tutor. check it out if you need a tutor. This is a good budget tutor. It's $5 is not really budget for uncommons, but it's budget for what it could be. So check it out. And that, my friends, has been the Movers and Shakers. All right.
Cool.
I did not mean to keep that I highlighted there, but there you go. Yeah. You guys are awesome.
No, you're awesome.
You're awesome.
No, you're awesome.
That's right. Gotta have the fun, gotta have the need, and need for magic speed. Need to go fast. As you relax in the day, how are things going for you, Hillbilly? How you feeling right now?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yep, that's right. We are the creep, says James Willis.
Yep.
That's right. We are the creep. Oh, I haven't given Mugen the spiel what a creep is. Other than we are all awesome. That is awesome. That's true. We are all awesome. So if you didn't know, Mugen, a creep is a group of tortoises in the wild. It's very rare when it happens, but when they call it a creep. Because it looks creepy, sounds creepy, but it's what they call it. Yeah, James, that's right. I don't know if Mugen Full was even here to hear all that. But it's chill-tastic. Anything planned for later today, Hillbilly? Chillbilly?
Yep. Yeah, at 2:00. Commander games. All you gotta do is get on the Discord, let me know.
Yeah.
And to everybody.
Yeah. Check it out.
I'm back.
Oh, you missed the whole spiel.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Well, so I was talking about what a creep is because you'll hear people say we are the creep. And it says, people mainly know creep as a creep, like a creeper, someone creeping. But a creep is a group of tortoises in the wild. It's something that rarely happens. But if you ever see a group of tortoises, sometimes it sounds creepy, the sounds they make. And sometimes it looks creepy because they'll move slowly. So they actually call a group of tortoises a creep.
Oh.
That's what the creep means. But anyways, chill your life out. Tell people about what you plan on doing on your channel.
I plan on playing some Magic Gathering Forge and maybe some other games. I have to but see what my computer can handle while I'm recording. So that's what I plan on doing, is playing different games.
Hell yeah, play different games. Are you gonna be running OBS to use that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good stream. If you ever have any questions about OBS that I might be able to answer, you can ask me.
Yeah.
In the background, because I'm pretty good with OBS for the basics. There's some advanced things in there that I don't do myself, but
yeah,
there you go. But Tortoise has stuff today at 4:30 p.m. We're going to have a show today. Not the Prime Tortoise, but we're going to have talks about the auction today, plans with the auction, maybe set a date today. All the fun stuff, all the good stuff. Then at 8 p.m. today, we're going to play Metroid Prime. Get more done. We got a boss fight coming up today. Now when I return the final artifacts, we're going to fight a boss. I hate boss fights, but boss fights will happen. Boss fights.
Boss fights.
Yep. Because I suck at boss fights.
Don't we all?
All right. And there's a puppers that blends in with your shirt.
Yep.
Like I almost didn't realize he was petting a puppers there.
Oh.
Look at that face. It's so pathetically cute.
Yes, it is.
Yes, he does look like his owner though.
She does not look like me.
Well, you look all hairy and stuff, so.
If I'm a muppet of a man.
She's getting a haircut when it's going.
That's funny. No, I was playing around. So, I want to thank everybody for showing up today. Thank you, everybody, for being cool.
Peace out.
Hillbilly's link is in the chat. Mugen Fool's link will be in the chat if you want to check Mugen Fool out. Yes. I think it's been awesome. Thank you for chilling out. Keep in mind, or not keep in mind, but keep in the back of your head that we're going live talk about the auction today at 4:30. Be there. Be square. Be awesome. Be amazing. And thank you guys for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being for the coolest subscriber ever. Hell yeah. You guys are amazing. And until next time, my friends. Until next time.
Later.
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron